Hello friends and welcome to my channel. My name is Carol and today we're going on an adventure. This was my first ever boot sale. Do you know what a boot sale is? If not, you'll find out soon. Are you ready? Let's get started.
You know,
This is like
look at all these
a dream
goodies.
come true.
Here's our private picker.
An awesome person who shows up and says, "Hey, here's a trunk. Here's my truck full of stuff."
Yes.
Oh wow, that's
Ooh,
stained glass.
yeah.
that's pretty.
You'll see this before this airs, but look at this.
Yeah,
That's
so-
chickens.
Yeah, that's for
Oh,
Mama.
Chanticleer.
Chanticleer.
Chanticleer. I always thought these made a really pretty tree. I don't know, just bits and bobs and this and that.
Bits and bobs.
We
Yeah.
like bits and bobs.
Bits and bobs.
Bits and bobs are great.
Isn't that cute?
Yes.
I
Mhm.
love the little things.
I'm the
Music
queen of
made
littles.
You are.
I love just the little things.
You're the queen of mini things.
Yeah.
You're the littles.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
The eyeballs.
No, they're magnets.
Okay.
And I
Oh,
turned
yeah.
I turned them into
That's
a note
awesome.
a
Yes.
note center.
Yes.
That's how I sell magnets in my booth. I put them on a metal tray.
I just put a
See, I thought
and I
maybe you
sold
were gonna
every
do-
single one of them I had down in Berlin, except
Yes.
for the 4 I brought. Oh, look at you! I can't stand
That's
it.
adorable, Amy.
You know you want me. You know you want me. Okay.
You didn't know you were going to get singing.
Hey, I made on the other side. It's not perfect.
So it's made out of feed sacks?
Yes.
Oh my gosh,
That's
what
my
beautiful
primary
feed sacks.
collectible. Textiles. It's
Ooh, I
really-
love that
Oh no,
pattern.
it's 4
That's
yards.
pretty. So
I
pretty.
lied.
That's amazing.
That is 4 yards. No face.
No face. I love the
Wow,
colors.
that's
that's a
very
good one.
cool. And this, my friends, is a boot sale. A new to me friend contacted me from Majestic Turnaround. Her name is Diane and she sells there as well. And she wanted to know if we wanted to get together, Amy and I, and have a boot sale. So that's what we did. Thanks, Diane, for inviting us to your boot sale. We had a blast and can't wait to do it again. We're going to schedule another one in a couple weeks. I have stuff all around on the table here and I'm going to show you what I got. Diane asked me if I had any requests and I kind of gave her some ideas. Plus she watches my channel, so she knows what I like. I got this adorable tin. Everything will be for sale unless I say otherwise. It's in pretty good shape. Actually, excellent shape. Inside is a little bit rusty, but that can be expected for older tins. And let's see what it says on the bottom. All right, here's my vision test. I can't read it at all, so I'm gonna have to pop it up on the screen and I'll get out my magnifier. Look at this adorable pewter kitty mug. Let's see, there's something inside. I read it when I picked it out, but I haven't read it since. Let's see, it's from Wilton, RWP, Armatail. And it's got the little flyer in there, country, W-A, oh, country wear. It's hard to read because it's between the letters, but there's a little pamphlet about that. And I just think this is so, so sweet. I've never seen one like it. All right, there's that. And then Diane knows I love Avon, so she threw in some Avon. And look at this box. Let's see what Jolly Santa looks like. And it says, here's my heart cologne. He's empty, which is sometimes better because this perfume can start to stink when it gets too old. But isn't that darling? I love his little red cap. Okay, that's still in the box. Well, I showed you the box. Darling. And then she knows I love Mickey or Disney. Whoops, this is all twisted around. Poor Mickey. Maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. I don't know. We'll have to investigate that. But it says Holiday Parade, MM for Mickey Mouse. He's the Grand Marshal of the parade, I would expect, with the feather on his cap. And then I can't remember if this was in my footage or Amy's, but one of us captured it. Look how beautiful this piece is. This tends to get all caught around there. I've never seen anything like that. It's stained glass and it's like a little wall hanging for Christmas time. And it sure would be helpful if I showed you the correct side. Isn't it pretty? Actually, they both look really good. But yeah, that's the front. My hubby's been stocking my booth for me for months because I can't breathe down at Majestic. And I'm hoping to get back down there, but he's gonna tell me, what are you buying this stuff to hang? We don't have any hanging space, but he always figures it out. And this was in one of our footage too. I can't remember if it was mine or Amy's. This showed up in my box by surprise. So thanks, Diane. I love that. Let's see, she also threw this in at the last minute when we were going through stuff. So that's Spider-Man by Marvel. And I was trying to see if it has a year on it. 2004. All right, this is so cool. I looked this up and it was actually made out of a tin can. And then I'm assuming this was like, what do you call that? Oh, I can't think of it. I'll think of it in a minute. And these were magazines rolled up and put around the edge. So Mod Podge. This was Mod Podged on the bottom, I would guess. See the can lid? It's probably an old orange juice can. Super cute for your pencils. A pencil caddy. And then I got a couple books. This is The Hostess with the Mostess. It's a galaxy of retro recipes. I love the colors. And I'll just open up to a random page. This is warm cheese and smoked chili dip with tortilla chips and chicken and sausage gumbo. Here's how the pages are, very bright and easy to read. In the back, it says, entertain in style and bring the glamour and kitsch of the 50s to every occasion with this fabulously funky retro cookbook. So there's that. And this is really cool. It's the Penny Whistle Halloween book. And this is the happiest, scariest Halloween parties and projects for toddlers, teens, and kids of all ages. Here's a random page for you to look at. That looks really interesting. Inside, there's inspiration and instructions for unusual costumes, ghoulish games, devilishly clever decorations, diabolically delicious recipes, and a pumpkin patch worth of jack-o'-lanterns. That's very timely. That'll be going in my booth right away. And then I always look for these. Oh, I forgot to empty this out. Let me do that first. This is going to my friend Melody. She collects these for our friend Diana. So that's very, very nice. Look inside. Alrighty, and then I got two of these, exactly the same. I forget which one this is. Let's see, probably Bashful. Maybe it says on the bottom. Yep, one of them says Bashful Disney Japan, but they're twinsies. At first I thought maybe they were salt and pepper, but they are not. They're just little figurines. Speaking of figurines, I got a kangaroo. Look how cute he is. Can you see his eyes? They are adorable. And then baby kangaroo in the pouch. And this says, I'm going to try to pronounce it, Kuan. I think that's what it is. 1983, Japan. Adorable. And I got something that's local for me here, the old Cleveland Indians. Now they're the Guardians. So this, let's see what it says. This is from 2008, Cleveland Indians Rockin' Santa. Isn't he cute? And of course, the tribe colors. I used to go up to the Cleveland Indians games all the time, probably back in the 80s and 90s, or maybe just the late 80s, early 90s. Where I worked, they had box tickets, season tickets for every season, and we got to pick some, so that was great. And if anybody couldn't go, they'd always offer them to me because I worked in the office. Another Disney. Look at this Mickey. My hardest choice is whether I'm going to keep him or sell him because I really love him. So I might end up keeping him. So cute. That's from Japan. It says Walt Disney Productions on the bottom. I just showed my guest room in my last video. So I'll be heading up there after this video to see if I have a spot for Mickey. And if so, I think that's the only thing I'm keeping, but I'll let you know as we go along. I'm upstairs in our guest room, and I decided I'm keeping Mickey, and here's his new home. And I'm known for sock monkeys in my booth, and Diane must have picked up on that from my video, so this will probably go in around Valentine's Day. Isn't he darling? And let's see, it's from Dan D, Collector's Choice. Super cute. And these I almost missed. I think Amy pointed them out and said they would probably sell in my booth. They are souvenirs from probably like jelly or something like that. Let's see if I can read the top. Greetings from the land of sun, a tropical taste treat. There's two of them. They're just little glass jars, but look at the lids. Let me make sure I put it the right way. Nope, I had it upside down. Look how cute. Two identical. Those will be for sale. And Diane picked these out special for me because I love bunnies. Look how cute they are. Boy bunny, girl bunny. They're rather large and so cute. Look at their faces. And I don't have a clue as to who made those. They don't say on the bottom. If you're interested in those, they'll be for sale right away, but I probably won't put them in my booth until spring. I love to sell flower frogs in my booth, and Diane brought this one, a glass flower frog. And I think I might display it in my booth with marbles on top. I love that look. Have you seen it? All right, these I went back and forth on. I wasn't sure if I should get them or not, and I decided to get them. They are a set of coasters, we think, but they're very small for coasters, but we did check them with the glass, I believe, right there at her truck at the boot sale, and a glass would fit. Look how pretty that is. That reminds me of like Mexican pottery. And there's 5 of them, which is unusual. Usually you only get 4 in a set of coasters. So there would be 3 of these and 2 of these. And the little container that they're in is very, very nice. This is a little tin, and it's like almost like a little purse. It's super cute. It says Singer on it. And I did have another Singer tin, and Joanne from Bat Thrift Crazy bought that. So she likes to sew and has a sewing room. So I thought this might be great for somebody who likes to sew. I did not get that jean at all. And inside, it's very, very clean. I thought maybe there'd be a year on it, but I don't see one or where it was made. All right, then I got some beautiful glass items. This first one is Fenton, and I looked it up online and it said Valencia. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Handkerchief vase. Isn't it gorgeous? It's amber. I've never seen one quite like that. And then this one, ooh, I've never seen one like this. I'm going to tell you what she wrote, or somebody wrote that she got it from inside. It says EAPG Salary Vase, Central Glass Company, Wheeling, West Virginia, 1867 to 1891. That must be when they made glass. 1885, they introduced the block and diamond ground Baltron not flashed. Isn't that beautiful? So both of the ladies suggested I keep this paper in there, and I'm going to do that. All right, there's the glass. And then I have some Christmas. This is a little baggie of ornaments, so I'm going to show you those. Actually, I got a bottle brush tree. I love bottle brush trees. And then this cute little snowman. He doesn't have anything to hang him by, but I suspect he's an ornament. And there was this little piece of, I'm gonna say, like, what would we call that? Oh, I'm speechless. You can stick it in with your flower arrangement is what I'm thinking. And the pickle, does anybody have a pickle on their Christmas tree? I do not, but I think that's really cool. And then everybody tries to find the pickle on Christmas morning, and whoever finds it gets a prize. And then there's, this is for an old-fashioned bulb that needs one. I actually used one of those. Thanks, Diane. She said she stuck those in there for me. Whoops, and my fish almost got away. Look how cute this is. And then this, I think, was for funsies. Diane asked if I found the pig in my bag of ornaments, and of course I had. Look how cute. Do you remember these? It's made out of pantyhose. That's so fun. All right, there's all that, and then I saved my favorite for last. I love me some tacky vintage Christmas. If you've watched my channel for any length of time, you know. And I got 2 different items. Look at this little elf guy. And this would hang like on a doorknob. I think it would be cute. I just love him. Look at his eyes. Oh my gosh. I think I'll have to keep that. My hubby had to put a new bulb in it, and that's all he did to make it work. So I will, whoops, sorry, that's bubble wrap. I will show you at the end how it lights up. I was putting all my things away, and I found I had forgotten some items. This one's looking in the mirror. So is this one. I love this one. Look at him up there on the flowers, and this one looks like he's bathing in a flower petal. And then this one's my favorite one because of the mushroom. Isn't that cute? Okay, and then I forgot these items. This is a little trinket box. I believe it's brass. Nice and clean inside. And then the little tin. That's what the inside looks like. And this adorable little baby picture in the vintage frame. As promised, here's my tacky Christmas all lit up. Isn't it adorable? We did go to Hartville Thrift after we did our 2-hour pick, and I'm going to put that in another video. Now, you're going to want to make sure you go over to Amy's channel because she made a video as well, and she included Hartville Thrift in her video. It was out on Saturday. That's the day I'm recording this. So I will link her video for you and her channel in case you haven't ever heard of her or watched her, which I doubt. Most of you are probably watchers of her channel, I would imagine. We thrift together often. You can look forward to another pick in the future. Diane did contact me, and she's getting ready for another pick. Now, if there's anything you saw today that you would like to purchase, you can email me at the address I'm going to put up on the screen, or you can find me over on Instagram. Just shoot me a message and we'll work something out. I forgot to tell you my favorites, so definitely this was my favorite of the haul, of the whole haul for me to keep. Sorry, I keep popping my bubble wrap. And I do have to give Mickey a big shout out too, because it was hard to pick between those two. And then my favorites to sell, I'm gonna say the glass, the Fenton glass, and the celery glass. I always love to hear your favorites, so let me know in the comments down below. And I would love to know if you've ever been to a boot sale. Thanks, Diane. Thanks, Amy. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.